TikTok.
No, TikTok when Old Town Road came out.
It was out. It wasn't as popular.
No, it wasn't. TikTok wasn't out yet. I just got confirmation. Yeah.
I can tell you one thing, dude broke every record there was for music with that Old Town Road. Every record what there was.
It's at 14 million sold right now.
14 million.
14 million sold.
Dude ain't got to do another song for the rest of his life.
Shit, they can call it one hit wonder all you want, but shit, his one hit is the biggest.
It's
man, the man was performing Old Town Road on like 3 award shows. No, I don't know how many, more than that. Man performed it 2 years straight. Nobody was mad at it.
He ain't done performing it. But he finna perform
just
for the rest of his life. For the rest of his life.
Yep, like what's that? Whip Nay? It's still selling.
Don't bring that.
Yeah, somehow iHeart Memphis still he's still striving out hit the corn. Somebody out there still doing this shit.
Yeah, but real talk, man. Let's get on a more real situation. What's going on with our boy Lucci?
I want to talk about that.
Look, man, I want to say wrong place, wrong time, but I can't really say that. It's just too much evidence against them. But according to people out there, allegedly, they saying Lucci killed somebody, and he in jail on it right now with no bond, right?
No bond, and it wasn't that he killed somebody. He was with them. They said he was the driver. He was identified as the driver when the shit happened.
Hold on, what kind of car was it, man? Don't tell me he did something that hot.
I don't know. It was actually, from what the report said, it was somebody from his crew, and one of his other partners killed the dude, and Lucci was driving, and they dumped his body on the side of the road.
And you already know they were coming like OJ in the white photo truck.
Oh, come on, man. What? Hold on. Read. What you mean? What kind of truck was it, man?
Bro, you already know how when the rappers come in town, they gonna be in the photos, Tahoe, Suburban. That's how they coming through. Photo Chevy.
So you telling me that man did that in a hot air white Tahoe, man? Nobody really didn't get the white Tahoe, man. Everybody get the black.
Hold on, that he was rolling through the hood in it. He rolling through the hood in it.
You might say rolling through the hood.
I just can't understand, bro. Your life going through. It's kind of like I was that dude before. You at the club, everything going good. Then out of nowhere, you just get angry for some reason. I don't know what it is. Life just going so good. You're a multi-millionaire. Your girlfriend, she a millionaire. What the fuck you trying to be, gang? What you impressing the street for?
He way beyond it.
And that's what I wanted to talk about. Thank you for that segue, Red. Mm-hmm. Now, one thing I know we don't want to be is a preachy podcast, but I want to say some real shit. To all you up and coming artists or you inspiring artists, man, to let y'all know, you gotta really find your lane and stick to it. There ain't no such thing as in between of doing both. You can't have 1 foot in the streets and 1 foot in the industry. That's like for anybody that we probably witnessed, that shit never works out. You can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You're gonna be able to prosper in a rich way. That shit just never works out. And that's what I feel like the situation with Lucci happened.
But you gotta understand, even though you're saying like you gotta keep 1 foot in the streets and 1 foot in your music.
I say you can't.
Well, I understand you say you can't, but in certain situations, you can't help it because them streets got you to that point then. And if you doing so much stuff in the streets, man, you gonna have to owe somebody, dog.
You don't.
So to certain people, you got to. It's got to how some people get there, man. It ain't just that easy to just get out of the street life and because you just got famous. Some people it ain't. But Lucci case, I don't know though.
Hold on, I got something for you right here. Every artist will tell you what happened with your first contract. You get screwed with your first contract, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's you streets back right there. You pay the streets back right there. After that, right there, get your money right and get your mind right. It's a lot of little mistakes they making right now. Just like with the showing money. I ain't never saw Suge Knight show no stacks of money. I ain't never saw Birdman show stacks of money. I ain't never saw Puff Daddy show no stacks of money. I ain't saw Jay-Z show no stacks of money.
Master P.
Master P. Anybody show stacks of money, I guarantee you they won't have it 10 years later.
Okay, I can't remember who said that, but it said if you got enough money to show off in the camera, you ain't really got no money.
Cause you can't believe you got it.
Was it Jay? Was it Jay? Or Jay was just like the whole money to your head?
Nah, it was the line. I want to say it was 50 that said that.
Bro, old head told me that back in the day. He said, bro, somebody showing him. He said he talked to his daughter. Bro, I was about 18 when he told me. He said somebody showing you money ain't finna get you a damn clothes. He already he told me that, and he told it to his daughter and shit like that. But it stuck with me. That shit made so much fucking sense.
You know what? That's actually true because I know a bunch of niggas or shit and people in my family, you know, pull out their knots and then count it in your face and shit like that. And me,
that's the show off.
Yeah, it's a show off. And then before you ask them, hey bro, let me get 100. I can't do it, bro. I ain't get it.
Go. Yeah. Count through 3,000. Count through 3,000 to pay for something that cost $5. Shit like this.
Man, yeah.
Shit like that.
I knew so many people do that. Go to the corner store, man, have a wad in his hand. That shit cost $2, dog. You bring out hundreds of dollars for your $5 for, bro. Come on, man.
Paying for a couple pack of gauze.
I remember back in the day, nigga used to pray to get robbed. You remember nigga used to go get the stack of ones and put like 100 and put it on the not really motherfucking thick thinking, man, crazy.
And think about that. Nigga was doing that when you got your first paycheck when you were about 16, 17. And now niggas like 30 rapping, doing that shit like nigga won't try them. I understand. People get tried. We've seen evidence of this lately, man. People can't try you, man.
But man,
now when you young, you gotta understand it because you got that money and you already know when you get that money, that's the last time you gonna see that shit. The minute you pay any bill, that stack is gone.
Yeah.
So the whole objective was to take a picture of it while you got it. As soon as you touch, take a picture. That's the last time you gonna see that shit.
Man, every time a nigga go pay a bill, man. Every time.
I got a question for y'all. Can y'all tell me where a check from last year went?
A check from last year? What you mean?
I've been working my whole life. I can't even tell you where 100 from an old check look like. You know what I'm saying? I can't go. You know what I'm saying? You get the picture I'm painting? Bro, you working to stay alive, bro.
Basically. All of it. Matter of fact, I wanted to ask y'all, man, did y'all see y'all get a chance to watch One Night in Miami, man?
I'm finish it tonight. I'm gonna finish it tonight.
Man, Red, you watched that joint yet?
I got a chance to check it out. We're gonna dig into it.
Yeah, man. For anybody out there who haven't seen it yet, man, you should see it. It's all about Muhammad Ali, Sam Cooke, Jim Brown, and Malcolm X, and they have a talk in Miami, and it's so much good acting in it, man. I gotta say, everybody did a great job in the movie, by the way. I can't remember his name, but the guy who played Muhammad Ali, to me, he played a good role, man. And see how the story go. What should I get into the story on it?
Go ahead.
Like they had the events that lead up to it, like Muhammad Ali when he first won his first title, his Cassius Clay, and then it get into Sam Cooke being booed out of the Coca Cabana for being his skin color, and then of course Jim Brown before he getting into acting, and of course we see Malcolm X basically a couple days before he was killed, man. So was it like a month later he was killed? Red?
Him and Sam Cooke didn't live too much longer after that.
Wow.
Yeah. and it's so dope, bro. The acting is crazy. It's cool to actually see something in portrayal of how they probably was behind the cameras. Like they was, man, like us when we young. Like Sam Cooke, like man, what the hoes at this shit? It's crazy. It's cool. Muhammad Ali, he wanted, he like, yeah, I just won the title. I want one of the women in the gym. You know, it was cool to see that them unwinding and how they talking crazy to Malcolm. Like, man, go on with that shit. You know how we be kicking it. They like, man, go on with that shit. I don't want to hear that shit, Malcolm. You know, it was kind of cool, bro. It was real good.
No, what you missing? The whole biggest point for me in this movie right here.
Now, I'm saying that's how it was just cool to see that, but I like the message when, you know, why Malcolm was trying to bring them together and, you know, show the impact they making on the world at the time. But like, go ahead to yours, my bad.
Yeah, I gotta forgive me because I get a little deep when I watch movies and shit like that. Shout out to Leslie too. You know, I'm a theater nigga, so we look at the big picture of shit like that.
She the one
So,
told me to watch that joint, and I checked it out. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying was this right here. When theater people look at a movie, we look at the bigger picture. What's the overall feeling, the movie? What I saw from that movie was shocked me, bro. I saw that the top, like the elite black people at the time, all was in one room together. You know what I'm saying? One
Yeah.
room together. hmm Even though they had their differences, they were still friends. They were still together. Another
Yeah.
thing I saw about that movie, they were still at a hotel that regular black people could afford. You
Mm-hmm.
get what I'm saying? Did you get that right there?
Yeah, I got
You
it.
catch that part right there. They
Yeah.
was really mingling with their own people. When Sam Cooke pulled up, did you see 12 security guard with him?
Nope. He did, and the folks was like, "Hey, that's Sam Cooke." He's like, "What's up, y'all?" You know what I'm saying?
You get what I'm saying? To
Mm-hmm.
a regular place in a regular neighborhood. The only person who had protection was Malcolm X. You know why?
Yeah.
But he should have been watching his protection.
Yeah.
That's what we end up doing them in. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But
Man, it's just you just gotta really watch it, man. The message that Malcolm was getting to him, and man, it's just ain't gonna look like a little part of me got a little teared up, man. This shit dope, man. The message he was trying to tell, what they can, like the impact they can make on the world by coming together, and in this sense, they did.
And
man,
speaking of Malcolm X, y'all know Martin Luther King Day was yesterday. So what was y'all biggest Martin Luther King Day memory growing up? What's y'all biggest Martin Luther King Day?
What you mean, like doing something on Martin Luther King Day?
Basically, what I'm saying, when you was a little kid, how did Martin Luther King Day make you feel? I'm gonna go first so I can explain what I'm saying. When I was growing up, it wasn't that many like elite black people and stuff like that. Cause like everything I see on TV was white is white is. On the video games, all the characters black. All characters were white. Only black dude on the video games back then was punching. Everybody else could throw pass, did that. The only black thing do punch. You know what I'm saying? Mike
Man,
Tyson.
you got Jax, man. Jax was cold, man.
Right, and he was doing the same thing. What he had, a metallic fucking punch. That's what he had.
what about
Think about it, man. Real shit. Back when we were going, every black nigga was expected to be a boxer football player or a basketball player. Real shit.
Yeah.
Real shit. So I used to look at shit like when Martin Luther King Day, I used to look at shit like, bro, I'm looking for the black person. Like I used to get happy when I see Michael Jordan do something. You get what I'm saying? I used to get
Yeah.
happy when I see Shaq somewhere. I used to get happy when I saw Little Caesars give out them Barry Sanders posters and shit like that, and Little Caesars and shit like that.
I forgot about
Bro,
I forgot about that myself.
I used to get happy watching the Mara Rashad on Inside Stuff. What y'all talking about?
oh
I remember
man.
Inside
What y'all
Stuff.
talking
This shit is
about?
dope. It's dope. I remember that. You took it back with that.
Patrick, you know my dog, bro. Back then, bro, whenever I saw a black person, I was rooting. Whenever I saw a black person, I was rooting. And so that was the biggest thing I remember about Martin Luther King too, cause you know what I'm saying, I'm from Memphis and I'm not saying that shit happened here. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Happen here? Her?
Um,
How we let that happen here? That was really for me up. Me feel good.
I almost feel like Jesse had something to do with it, but I ain't gonna say all that. I just felt like
I
it
wouldn't say
just
that he had
come
something
on,
to do
bro.
with it, but I know
He definitely moved
he
out the
knew it
way.
was
Like he knew something was coming,
coming.
man.
He knew it was coming.
I just was. I always had questions about the picture when it was so-called the shots fired, and they got the picture of all on point. I want
Yeah.
to know who took the point picture, and if the shots just got fired, who gonna sit up there and point? That's the
Like
only question.
y'all ain't tripping.
That's crazy.
Y'all ain't
I ain't
tripping.
tried to run towards him or nothing. Run something.
Cause
I
I
don't know.
tell you, somebody got shot on their balcony. I ain't coming to their balcony ever again. I'm not stepping
Uh-uh.
foot on it ever again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, one of my memories I got Martin Luther King. I was going to Hanley at the time. I was in the fifth grade, and we had this bookmobile contest to see how who can read the most books, and I think I came in at number 2, and we got to meet a surprise celebrity who got to read to us and stuff like that. And the surprise celebrity was Jasmine Guy Whitney from Different World. So I got to meet
Mm-hmm.
her and got to meet her. I think my sister probably got the picture in my mom's old photo book. And she was just talking about her upbringing, and she just letting us know that education is important if you want to get into entertainment, and it is. And she told us at an early age, it's not what you think it is as far as the entertainment industry. And make sure you keep your head in your books, and also make sure you have a plan B, because your plan A ain't always gonna work out. So and then I always had a crush on her growing up too, because she was like, she still fine till today. So just taking that picture with her, and then just remember, basically she paying homage to Martin Luther King, and then she came down there to speak with us, speak to our class and shit like that. I never forget that. And she came.
And
This is, huh?
how old were you when this happened, Mouse?
I was in the fifth grade, so she came. She came the week before Martin Luther King Day, because we was out of school that following Martin Luther King Day. So she came a week before. She came like on a Friday or some shit. But yeah, I was in the fifth grade. It's like,
Because at that age, bro, you couldn't tell us nobody that went to TV wasn't real. We figured
Yeah, we
everybody
could. We thought
saw
everybody was rich, man. Thought everybody was rich.
yeah,
out, chauffeur, shouted, all that, just from being
Mm-hmm.
on TV. That's
yeah,
why I
I,
think that.
yeah.
I say with me, man.
I
My
remember.
bad, dog. My
No, no,
bad.
no, no, no. I was just saying, like, I don't know. It's just that shit. I never forget that. Like I said, like, I went home and I showed my mama the picture and saw, you took a picture with Whitley, and I was just happy as hell, and just thinking about like what she said. She just basically put that seed in your brain. Just make sure you be about your education and stuff like that, and having a celebrity that you grew up watching on TV tell you that. And how just like Red said, like shit, celebrities is, we looked at them and shit as the be all. So that shit was pretty dope, and shit, I liked it. That's one of the memories I got.
You, you made me think about it was any big people coming to my school when I was elementary, but I still remember this. This was crazy, but I remember I played sick to not go to school one day, and Mike Evans from K97 came, bro. I was so pissed I did that. I was so mad. Random, but I say my MLK moment, bro, like mostly throughout my life growing up, it just we did a barbecue or something. But I think when I was 7, we went to the Civil Rights Museum, and it just going there to understand at their age, to understand what they were going through. I don't know if y'all remember the Civil Rights Museum when we growing up. They let you sit in the little police car, see how it feel, and the
Yeah,
buses and shit.
yeah, I
And
remember.
you looking at the picket signs and seeing the little lunch table, Johnny. People spitting on them and all that. And it just made me look like, damn, man, we went through a lot of shit, and whatever, that Dr. King went through for us. Just
But
happy
what
we can try to bring each
crazy,
other together, man.
No,
But that right there just had me like, man, they would have had me fucked up. But then you hear about people who did fight back and end up, lynched and stuff. So what?
so what I was gonna try to say is what's so crazy is back then we used to look at this shit like it was so eons ago. So back
Yeah.
then you see something in black and white, you think, oh, that's 200 years ago. Man, that shit was
Mm-hmm.
30 years ago, man. That shit was like 30 years ago, 35 years
Yeah.
ago, baby.
Yeah.
No time. No time. Hey, Jim Brown still living. Jesse Jackson
Yeah.
still living. And we
As
thought
a
it
matter
was
of
so
fact,
long ago.
they got somebody playing Jim Brown in it, man. If y'all check out that movie, man, definitely do it. It's called One
Um,
Night in Miami.
before we get off the topic, man, shout out to Regina King for doing her thing as far as the directing on that movie, man. Like
Yes,
I
she
haven't
did.
finished
Did
it
a
yet.
great job.
I'm gonna finish it tonight, but to see, because I knew that they announced that she had she signed a Netflix deal or Amazon deal a couple of years ago, and I didn't know what was gonna come out. Like, damn, I wonder what kind of movie or what sitcom she's gonna come out with. And I think this is the first release under her contract or whatever like that. So shout out to Regina King. I feel like she's someone who don't get enough flowers for her being in the industry as long as she has, and what she's contributed to the black culture and the black entertainment. So shout out to her.
Especially like with the Boondocks too and everything. And I got to shout out to another person that's underrated. People don't pay attention to. But LeBron, bro, he put together that Madam C.J. Walker series. Did y'all see that on Netflix?
Yeah.
Did a great job at that jump, man. And what's the show that used to be on Stars? I can't remember the name right now off the top of my head.
Survivor.
The one Mike Epps was in.
Survivor.
Survivor.
Man, that was funny. And that was funny.
I hate that they canceled that. Damn, I hate that they canceled it because he used to come on.
I think what hurt this show was the name. Honestly, I think if this show had a simpler name, it would have been a better hit. Because I didn't catch it till after it was off the air.
Because
I was watching it.
I'll watch it right after I think Ballers will go off.
Hey, and another thing, bro, y'all seen the Rock, the show, the trailer for the Rock new show?
Yeah, new show.
What is it,
bro? Look fire. It's called Becoming Dwayne or something like that. It's kind of like Everybody Hates Chris, but it's pertaining to the Rock. And bro, the dude who playing him look just like him. He got a dude playing his dad that look just like him. Check that junk out. I can't wait till that junk come on. I think it's gonna be coming on NBC.
Yeah, because the Rock had a extravagant life, bro. I remember he paid at the University of Miami with Warren Self.
He got all that in there. He got when he was a kid till he got to wrestling and everything, bro. Check the trailer out. You're gonna be like, damn.
That man lived an extravagant life, and he ain't even 50 years old. I think.
How old is it? The Rock is no. Rock
in his mid 40s.
He in his 40s, a walking legend.
Man, the Rock can run for the fucking president, probably win, bro. People love that dude.
Probably.
He was the first with Ballers, bro. I love Ballers, bro.
Ballers, I love Ballers too, man.
Ballers got me so in with the first 3 seasons, bro. Real stuff it was done. I'm gonna be honest, it was done.
Spencer was my nigga. Damn, man.
But it kept me. I was such a fan of this show that I kept watching it. But that last season, when they got into the surfing and all this stuff, I'm like, bro, what is this?
They kind of moved away from what the show was really supposed to be about. Like they really moved. They made me mad with that. I was like, that's when I was like, it's like. I was really, because I used to love, like, because I ended up binge watching it or whatever like that. Just going, like, watching it over. And I was like, damn, this was a good show. And then they just, like, they got off track to what the original agenda was for the show. Like, damn. That was
the original purpose for me that I used to love was, it was like seeing the behind the scenes of the football players.
Mm-hmm.
Love that, bro. Love it, the behind the scenes.
That remind me of The Game, bro. I used to be on that show. And they just, I don't know where the hell they jumped.
Once it got to BET, that's when it went downhill because
it stopped being funny and entertaining for some reason. It was like I watch it because of the story, but then it was like, damn, what y'all making Malik into? It's like
it's all drama. It was so drama filled that it's just like they took away the original identity for it, and that's what made it go downhill, and people didn't want to see it no more.
I stayed too.
What's crazy is when they made the announcement that The Rock, when he purchased the XFL, the first thing that popped in my mind is like, damn, Spencer finally got his own league. Like, that's what my mind went when I heard this story. It's like it went back to the ballers. I like, damn, Spencer finally bought his own league.
Crazy, man.
I'm gonna check out the other show so we can talk about it too. Your Honor, I haven't checked it out yet. I know you talking about it.
Yeah, we're gonna do Your Honor, and then I can't think of another show right now. Shameless just went downhill out of nowhere, man. That's my show.
Shit. What y'all expect coming from Snowfall? Because this would be would this be the first season without John Singleton or?
Yeah, it'd be the first one, but I don't even see what they can take Franklin with. Nah, Franklin should have been like in jail for the rest of his life. I don't know what the hell going on. It's just Edwell. And I wish Atlanta would come back, man. But
that's coming out this year, the new season.
They said it got canceled.
Huh?
Google it. Unless you seen something I didn't see.
And to correct you, TikTok been out since 2018. Old Town Road came out 2019. That's where it broke.
Oh, okay. You got it.
That's some shit. And shit, they got the new season of the Shy coming out in September. We'll see how they're gonna go.
Hey man, what are you doing over there, man?
Me or him?
Red, man. What that man doing?
Tripping, man.
Over there just like came back. Man, you nasty over there, man. What you doing, son? Say it like that, like New York nigga.
What you talking about, B?
Man.
Hey man, but subscribe and follow and all that good stuff. It'll be on the bottom of the screen. This is episode 16 of the SUP Podcast, man. I'm Rob Genesis.
I'm JJ Moss.
And Skinny Red.
All right, man. Stay up.
We out.
Yeah.